Hey, EasyAgentProers, welcome to today's episode of EAPTV. I'm Tyler, and today we're going to do a deep dive into video equipment. So a lot of people have been asking what we're using to make our videos, and just so you know, this is a Canon T5i that we're shooting on right now. Just a lens on that. It's doing pretty good, you know, nice HD camera, right? But we're gonna actually show you what else you can use, right? We talk about all these video tactics, all these stuff to market yourself on Facebook. And as you can see on the screen right now, this is an older video I shot. It's pretty HD, it looks pretty decent. This is actually shot on an iPhone. The iPhone 6, 6S, 4SE, or not 4SE, that's an old one, the SE, and then all those Samsungs and Nexus phones, they all have great cameras like this one that look pretty decent in a pinch, right? You can shoot yourself outside of a building or something, doing an open house walkthrough, grab some panoramics of the rooms, and then do some stuff with them, right? The next thing you see on the screen is maybe a bit of a step down from that. Maybe you don't have a decent phone yet. This is actually a Logitech webcam. You can tell it's a little, you know, grainier, not as HD. And finally what you see is an iMac webcam. So that's sort of the degradation. Your phone is actually pretty darn good at this stuff. If you don't want to go spend and get a DSLR and figure out how to use all that video equipment, you can actually do some decent stuff with one of those webcams. So what you're hearing me on right now, this little lav mic right here, is actually a Rode lav mic. You can see it on the screen. It costs about 60, 70, 80 bucks, I forget. Pretty decent sound. But I'll pause for a second and I'll let you hear a Yeti mic.
Askai on Quora today.
Right, so that was me speaking on our Yeti mic. Used to use that a lot. And then actually you can get away with the earbuds on the iOS devices. Here's just 5 seconds of audio of me on the iOS earbuds.
Hey, this is the iOS earbuds.
Right, so you heard that. Not too big of a difference, you know, maybe a bit less crispiness and depth to the sound, but pretty decent nonetheless. So that's sort of the line of things you can do right there. You can shoot a lot of selfie videos with these iOS devices, with these Android phones, and get pretty darn good results. But what do you do with it once you have the raw footage with the raw audio? Like, how do you edit that together? Let's hop over to my computer. I'll show you 3 to 4 options editing on your computer, and then another 3 to 4 options editing on your phone for turning this stuff into great marketing videos as a real estate agent. Alright, so we're back at my computer, and so the question I always get after people record their audio, you know, maybe they're happy with how the iOS footage looks, or they got a DSLR and they've got that camera. They're like, what do I do with it next? So today we're going to review 3 programs, one that's free, and then 2 that are paid, and just sort of show you how easy it can be to do some of this stuff. So this is just Camtasia. It's like $100 for a Mac, and then maybe like 60 for PC. And it's a pretty simple video editor. There's one called ScreenFlow that's also like it. All you have to do is import some video files to here. And then you just drag and drop editing from there. And I'm going to show you 2 other ones too, but it's really a pretty simple way to make a video. You can just pull in some images. You have the timeline down here. You can drag and drop stuff. If you want to put text over the top, you just sort of drag and drop it down on top of it. And you can edit the audio and stuff too. So it's a decent little editor. I've used it in the past quite a bit. It can get you some decent looking films out of your system there, and you can just export it in 1080p and upload it directly to YouTube too. So if you're just getting started, maybe go download the 14-day trial of this. Get some nice HD photos of a house and put them together this way. You can transition in and out of them with fades and zooms and slides and stuff. And it's just a nice little simple editor. So the next thing is iMovie. This is another just simple drag and drop editor. Looks very similar. Just, you know, you have your audio and then your titles are up here like this. A bit more flexible in the creativity here. From what they have pre-packaged in it, but it's not as, let's say, easy to adjust, move this lower third anywhere else. Like, it's just going to be there. So Camtasia may give you more flexibility, but this has more creative options built straight into it. I don't know what you'd use those backgrounds for in real estate, honestly, but they have decent transitions and decent titles. And if you record, like maybe a 15-second intro and then like got 10 panoramics of the inside and outside of the house, it could be something you sketch together pretty quickly and then just share to your desktop. I recommend saving it, so you'd save it to file directly and then uploading it to YouTube and Facebook separately. Always check 1080p right here. I don't care if you're in Camtasia, iMovie, or whatever. It's really the best thing to do. And then finally, this is more of a pro version. This is what I use now, After Effects. This is complete, in my opinion, overkill for what most real estate agents are trying to do. When it comes to video, it really needs to be something where it's quantity and then quality. I think daily video on your Facebook page and YouTube is not that ridiculous in 2016, even if that blows your mind and you don't think you can do that today. I think that's where it's moving, marketing. And so this is something that's it has so many effects and options, and you can import, and you can literally do anything. You can, it's just a professional program. But for most agents making, tours of their listing to upload to Facebook and YouTube and then try to get some leads off of that by boosting it, or to make a neighborhood overview where you have 10 images that you're panning through with maybe a face intro of yourself, iMovie and Camtasia are going to be more than enough. So let's move over to the mobile environment and show you some cool mobile apps that you can use if you want to even go mobile on this. So there are 3 apps here that I can recommend if you want to try these out for editing those videos. The first we've talked about 2 times now. It's called YouTube Director. And what it actually does is it allows you to make just videos on the fly. As you can see, it sort of has a guided setup here where you can put screenshots and stuff that you filmed literally underneath text. So it's just a nice simple thing. It guides you through all the shots you need. Simple app, nice thing that you can use. The next one here is something called Video Mob. This one's actually a done-for-you paid service where you can upload video, name your project, and then you go in there and have people bid on making your project for you. You just upload your video, select some people, set a budget, and then you'll have people who say, I'll get this to you tomorrow, and have it edited and have it looking like this for X amount of dollars. So it's a pretty decent option for those of you who want to spend money and not do it yourself. And finally, the last app here is called Majesto. Basically, with this app, you can go out there and make a video in a very short period of time. You just select your images, and then it compiles them into a pre-made video format and get you a video just 5 minutes later. So those are the 3 apps I can recommend: Director, Video Mob, and Majesto. Hopefully you find this useful and can start making some decent real estate videos yourself. If you do, give it a thumbs up on YouTube. I'm Tyler with EasyAgentPro. I'll see you next time.